Cool. And here we are, Coffee and Chats with Ads, Kelz and Mr. Pearson. How you doing, Simon? You all right?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Happy to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Like me and Kelz were like saying, it's good to get some of the alumni on the Coffee and Chats, and it's just not me and Kelz always talking. It's good to get some real people on board.
Absolutely.
So what we're going to do is we are going to jump straight in with a few icebreaker questions. It's going to be nice and quick, just so then people can get to know a little bit more about you, and all of that. So you ready?
Yeah.
You ready, Si?
Absolutely.
Cool. Right. So first question is, what is your favorite type of coffee?
My favourite type of coffee, I like a vanilla latte. Is my favourite type of coffee.
Oh, nice, bit of vanilla. Next one. What 3 people, dead or alive, would join you for your vanilla latte?
Dennis Burkamp, Dave Grohl,
Choice.
and Ian Wright.
That is very quick decision making.
Well, you know, I put it on list before. It's up there. I love those 3, so it have to be those 3. Easy choice.
Nice. Okay,
Sorry, I left you 2 out. My apologies. I left you 2 out. Sorry. You can come as well.
Don't worry. What's your favourite biscuit to go with your coffee?
Well, I don't eat as many as I used to. It'd probably be a chocolate hobnob, I think.
Good choice. Next one. If you had the opportunity to travel into space, would you?
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. I'd love to. What an experience that would be. It'd be amazing.
It would, wouldn't it? Beach or city break?
Oh, wow. Crikey. I think I do like a city break. If there's a city with a beach next to it, like Barcelona, that's quite good. But I think a city break.
It's cheating there, isn't it? You're cheating.
I'll go for a city break then.
Cool. And what is your most memorable holiday destination?
I think when I went to New York, went for Joe's 40th. She always wanted to go, and we went about 7 or 8 years ago. It was amazing. I planned it as teachers do, down to the nth degree, but it was brilliant. So yeah, amazing. That was incredible.
Awesome. And can you play a musical instrument?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was doing that last night. Playing my drums last night. Yeah.
Drums.
Yeah.
Hence the Dave Grohl as your coffee.
Absolutely, yeah.
I can see it. And favourite pizza topping?
I like a pepperoni, but like a meat feast or something. But if I had to be pinned down, a pepperoni.
Good. Because if you did choose pineapple, we would have ejected you from this conversation. You know that, right? Cool. And then last question. What animal would you compare yourself to?
Well, someone at work calls me the bear, so I'll go for the bear because I'm quite hairy, so I'll go with that.
Nice one. Cool. So look, Si, like I said, if you are watching, guys, you are tuning in, please say hi in the comments. We do like to see who's watching. And if you've got any questions that you want to ask Simon about his journey, like over the last since November, on his health and weight loss journey, please just put them in the comments. Or even if you just want to give him some abuse on any of his answers to the questions, please just pop it in the comments, because some of those are a little bit. So yeah, cool. So look, what we're going to do, we're just going to have a little chat. So you reached out November, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, the date's ingrained. It was the 20th of November. We had our first meeting, and yeah, it's been a joy since then. Really, it's been amazing.
Nice. So you did 12 weeks. First week, jumped in. So let's take you back. Why did you reach out?
Well, I was 40 last summer, and I think because of lockdown and stuff, I wanted that summer. I was like, right, I've got 6 weeks off. I want to get healthier. I want to get fitter. I need to lose weight. My impending 40th birthday kind of shook me a little bit. And then what I did, I suppose in the summer, didn't really work as I thought it would do. And I was like, right, I need to change. And I think over time, I'd read like Facebook posts that you and Kerrie put on around the groups that you've got running and all the sort of positive outcomes that people have had. I thought, right, well, look, I've been mucking around with this. I need to make a change because whatever's I'm doing isn't working. So it's like, like you say, it's a lifestyle change. It's not, all around diet or around exercise. It's the whole thing. So I was like, right, I know and trust them. Let's reach out and let's see what can happen. And that's what I did, wasn't it? Sort of in November, and then it was like, right, okay, this is what we're going to do. And I was kind of all in, wasn't I? Really, from day one, I suppose.
Yeah, you were. Like, I do remember that. I remember that conversation so clearly. It's like there was a point where you're like, oh no, do I not do I? Because the brain started working. It was like, well,
Yeah.
it's November. It's like, well, what if the boiler goes or my roof falls off the house? It was those sorts of thoughts that were going through your head as to why you shouldn't do it. And let's be honest, that's normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like having those thoughts of why things, potentially what could go wrong, they come into play, but you jumped in, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You jumped in, and let's be honest, like you're on a mission, weren't you? You was on a mission to do it.
Well, it was, as I said, it was kind of like line in the sand time. This is the past. This is where I've been. It's like, right, I've got to make a change. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it properly, do it all in, and experience the changes and see where it leads us. And it can't, it led us on a really positive journey, which is incredible.
Nice. So come on, let's tell us, how much weight did you lose in 12 weeks?
In 12 weeks, it was, I think it was like 16 kilograms. I should know exactly.
Was it 16? See, I actually thought it was 14 and a half, but by you
saying 14 16, and a half then. Was it? Yeah. It was a lot. I know it was a lot. It
was a lot of weight.
Yeah. It went down. And I didn't. I mean, I know some of the clients sort of go up and down a little bit, but I didn't either plateaued or kept going down because, it was following a plan. It was changing the lifestyle. It was coming up with ideas how to combat things that could have been tricky, and actually feeling that actually it's not that tricky. It's just planning, having the will to do it, and actually kind of seeing the positives and thinking, right, if I do this, this positive thing is going to happen. If I do this, this positive thing is going to happen. And then just feeling great about it. That ultimately, the self-esteem and how good you feel just goes through the roof. So it was a no-brainer, really.
So in the past, what had you tried to do to lose weight in the past?
I think in the past it was I tried to eat more healthily and exercise a lot, but I don't think I understood, especially with the eating, exactly what I should be doing. You read stuff and you kind of that says that thing and that says that thing, and it doesn't really make, like I used to have, I'd have granola for breakfast, and I'd have sandwiches for lunch. So all that carbs in the morning at lunchtime is a complete difference to what I have now. And actually with your sort of the coaching, actually you learn more about, okay, the weight loss side, this is what we need to do. And actually you don't need to have all these carbs. There's other things you can have. It's the fruit, it's the veg, it's the protein, it's the water, and actually I've been doing it for 8 months now, and I'm 22 kilograms down. It's like, well, crikey, why didn't I do this ages ago? Because I didn't know. So why didn't I know? Because I didn't ask the right people, and I didn't get involved with the right program to actually not only lose the weight but educate myself on what to do. And I think that's the big thing is the education has been probably the biggest, maybe biggest takeaway of the whole, I suppose, 8 months, the 12 months of you and the 8 months, since November is learning about what to do and how to maintain it. It's been incredible.
I don't know if like Kelz had it. He said he's lost 22 kilos since November, right?
When was the last time, can you remember, that before you did this, so this 8 months, that you'd lost weight and a significant amount of weight? Can you remember?
Never. Maybe after my first year at uni, so the summer of 2001, I put on a load of weight at uni, and I kind of, I suppose, crash dieted. So I was 20. So that 21 years ago, I finished for uni sort of June. Didn't go back till I suppose mid-September. So I had sort of 2-3 months to kind of like do something about it. So I was at the gym every day. I ate what I thought was healthy. Wasn't what I'm having now, but I could do that when I was 20. I could kill myself in the gym and lose weight, but
Yeah.
actually the diet and the lifestyle I didn't know about. It was just like train because I could recover when I'm 20. I'm
Yeah.
nearly 41. It's completely different. So apart from that, 21 years ago, I've never, my weight always went up, went down for that one summer when I came back from uni, and then it went back up again, and that's it. This is the biggest I've ever done.
That's just fantastic, isn't it? And like, what do you feel like has been, not just for you physically in terms of losing the weight and feeling more energetic and healthy, like where would you say like in your life it's impacted you the most, like now that you've lost this weight? Like where have you seen it like really show up for you and be like, okay?
I think I've got so much more energy. I just feel I can get through my day much better. I sleep better. I stopped snoring. Just little things like that. I don't snore. I sleep really well. I get my about 7 hours. 7-8 hours is fine for me. I get my sleep. I've got energy to do my job in the day. I don't feel like crash tired. Like I'm not have dips in the day where I'm really tired. It's pretty steady energy. I can go and do what I need to do in the evenings. I can get through my work. Like we had sports day at school about 3 weeks ago, and I was flying around the track, getting everything organised. I'm thinking I couldn't have done this, 20 kilograms ago. I'd be out on my feet, but I was jogging up and down the track, getting the kids in the right place. Getting everyone that should have, like the relays was the most complicated. Right, you should be over there. Mr. Pearson's running to get these guys in place, and these guys are flying around. Just everything, it just gives me like a lease of life to do everything I need to. And just the feedback from everybody. Oh, sorry, you look great. Where's all that weight gone? You're going to need new clothes. Yes, I am. All that sort of thing. Just that, consistent positive feedback just makes you feel great. And, that's great. This is lovely. Just have a big smile on your face. It's great. And even things like, so I do Adam's workouts. So I suppose back in charge Blueprint 3, and I've sort of dipped into 4. So even like doing those and getting further and further in before I sort of think, I can't do anymore. You just kind of smashing it. I was doing 1 workout, now I'm doing 2 back to back. Now I'm into 4. And it's great. I just got that, just all the energy and fitness levels to kind of to do it and push more that I want to do. It's just that whole package. Just you feel great. It's amazing.
Do you think you ever envisaged that, like when you had your first call with ads? Do you think for you right then, because you wouldn't be alone with this, like ads would agree.
Yeah.
Most people, when we first reach out and have the conversation, it's purely because I just want to lose weight. And often at the very start, when they first have the conversation, and it's understandable, people can't see the impact and the ripple effect it has all over life, like in work, in relationships, friends, energy, all that stuff.
I think I wanted to. I think I wanted to think that we could get that far, but I didn't know how long it would take, or I mean, I was going to message you about this ad, but I thought I'd save it for this the chat this morning. We did some mindfulness work. Oh, crikey, must have been, might have even been before Christmas. And you were like, close your eyes, and you were like, right, can you, see yourself in 5-6 months having bought that polo shirt that you couldn't buy before, and you're out with friends and you're feeling good. And I had that moment a couple of weeks ago, and it wasn't till I was looking on the calendar the other day, I was like, yeah, and all these the thoughts came back, like, yeah, I've had it. I've bought the shirt, I've been out with my friends, and I've experienced what was in my head 6-7 months ago because of the journey. And it was like, oh, I'm over going to get there. Well, I did. I was there. I had a great time. It wasn't until I thought about it, I was like, wow, crikey, yeah. That's the experience that I was craving. And, I've got there, and, you don't want to stop. It's like, okay, what's next? So I think, like you say, Kerrie, I'd imagine a lot of the clients will be exactly the same. Well, are we going to get there? Well, actually, you will do. Everyone will have their kind of their goal to get to, or what they might foresee. But actually, it's amazing when you get there and how you feel. It is brilliant. It's and if you can hold on to that, then why wouldn't you want to get there? It might take different periods of time, and you have bumps in the road, but actually, I think it's a tangible goal or vision that you can get to, and you will get to, because over the 12 weeks you're going to get the tools and the skills and the knowledge to do it, and you keep going. And the fact that I can check in, send a message, and you get a reply, it's really nice, and that's nice as well. Like, Ad might send me like a funny meme or a GIF or something, and it's great. It's not, oh, they're done. I'll see you, whenever I send you a message. It's that continual. I mean, you must spend so much time just corresponding with people. I mean, it must be amazing. But it's the whole thing. It's great, and those little moments, having talked about it, I suppose November, December time, are amazing. It's huge. It's incredible. I can't. There's no way. I know I can talk, but there's maybe isn't enough words to describe how good that feels. It's brilliant.
Yeah, no, like, honestly, like with what you just said, like,
I've lost audio. I can't hear you, Adam.
I actually had it all on mute just then.
Oh no!
You're on mute.
There I was on mute. I was on mute. So there's a little bit of background noise. Yeah, no, I was just saying just then, I actually got a little bit when you were saying about how you had that future, when you was in that moment the other week when you was out for drinks with Joe and you had that polo shirt on and all that. I actually got a little bit emotional, because I remembered that call that me and you had, where we actually described that, and we actually did that piece of work with you. And for you to now say that has actually happened, that just, again, it just reaffirms the power of it. If you do the work, then you're going to get the results.
Absolutely.
You are going to get
Absolutely.
Results. And now, look, I know, in your 12 weeks, it was a bit like a ski slope, wasn't it? Like, you just lost weight every single week. There was no real blips, right? But my question is, have you had any blips along the way, like post program? Have you had any blips?
Not really. I've kind of, there's been weeks where I've plateaued a bit. I'm not going to lie, where I maybe haven't lost any. I'm trying to think. I mean, to be honest, I've still got. Do you remember my little brown book? Where's the camera? I still take my notes in there, so I still log stuff because this comes everywhere with me working at home. One side's work, one side's home. I still log everything in there, and I log stuff on my phone, like what I'm doing at the gym. I think there's been some weeks where I haven't lost anything, or maybe gone up like crikey a couple of 100 grams, but I'm still going down. I think because I know what to do, and because I'm confident in myself, that if I have a week where I haven't lost anything, or it goes up like crikey, I think the most it's ever gone up is like 200 grams. You're like, okay, work out why. Maybe I didn't train or something, but actually I know what to do. And then you go down there. So literally, last week I lost a kilogram, so I went from 99.1 down to 98. So again, it just shows I know what to do. The week before, I lost 200 grams. I was 99.3, went down to 99.1. So it's inconsistent loss, but it's still a loss. And I know what I'm doing. I trained a bit more last week, drank a bit more water, things like that. So again, it's been a steady drop in weight. And again, this week now I'm off work. For the 6 weeks, it's okay. Right, what could be something that could, if I'm, I'm not at work, so I'm not maybe doing as much. It's okay, right? What can I do to fill my time? There's lots of jobs to do, always jobs to do. But I can't. There's been no like crashing concern or worry because I know what to do. I got the tools, and and I know if anything bad happened or something I couldn't quite put my finger on, I know I could get in contact and we could work through it in a very short period of time. But yeah, there's been nothing, no blips, no concerns that have sent me back at all. Absolutely nothing, no.
But then is that then due to the fact that you got everything you needed to in the 12-week program in the back in charge?
Absolutely, yeah. As I say, it was, it's you coached me. It wasn't telling me what to do; it was coaching me, so I'd learn what to do, and then you become, self-sufficient. I mean, depending what you want to learn more about. I mean, your YouTube channel has got so much information. I mean, there's that many workouts that you can find anything you want to do. There's these sorts of chats where other people give their testimonials and you kind of learn about their journey. And yeah, it's similar to me. Oh yeah, I can do this. And you've sent links to try this, read that. So it's a whole thing. The mindfulness stuff. I think people underestimate how important mindfulness is. I mean, just was it last week or week before, Kerrie, you posted about, you had a tough week and you posted about that. And actually, people can learn from that as well. Everybody goes through stuff. It's how you kind of get through it, pick yourself up and carry on. This is so important that it kind of affects everything else. And I think the program is a massive part of improving that for everyone that does it. I'm sure it is.
I was going to say to you, and you kind of answered it anyway, do you think that part of it has been more helpful because you said, to rewind a few questions, like you now know, like before you might be having, I don't know, toast or cereal and then like a sandwich. But do you think it's been beneficial the fact that you weren't just given a plan, like go away and eat that, like you were coached through how to eat and why to eat, so you know yourself what to do. It's not like, okay, that sometimes people go on diets and it's finished, so it's like, now what? Whereas you know yourself, I know what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It was. I mean, the first thing we did when it had, I think it was right. How many bags of crisps you have in a week? I think that was like week one, and a few other, bits. But it was incremental, and you learn. It was okay.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh? What you got to have double that in grams of protein. How much you're drinking, and I'm logging it. Adam's checking it. We're going through it. Have these, what do you like for breakfast? So for a long time, I was having scrambled eggs. And I was like, oh my god, I don't want to have eggs anymore. Right, okay, smoothies. Okay, what do you like in smoothies? Here's a list of smoothies that you could have. Find one that you like. Try it. Tell me about it. What did you like? What didn't you? What do you like for lunch? So it's like I might still have, even like today, I'll still have chicken meat, peppers, cucumber, tomatoes for my lunch because I love it. I love chicken. And then dinner time is okay. Might be spag bowl. It might be chicken again. It might be, oh, I mean, with lasagna. Um, it's working out, and then logging it using the My Fitness Pal app. It's all things like that, and like you say, learning that and getting the routine right in your mind. It's okay, it's successful, it's good, it's great, and it makes you feel you're good, you're on the journey. It's incremental changes that, and then having that consistent chat and feedback really adds to what you're doing, because you got that little safety net and you can talk through stuff, and it can take you on different journeys, but um when working with Adam, he was very good at, okay, well, why do you think that is, and what do you think about that, and how do you think that's linked? So again, it's teasing out of you answers and information, um, and sort of getting you on the track to trying to work it out for yourself, and you become the master of your own destiny more and more. And Adam's kind of
That's
there in the
what
background, sort of just sort of pushing you along the way. It's brilliant.
that's what I was just about. I was going to like interject a little bit earlier. So you said that how it's like you would have this for breakfast, and then when you got
Yeah.
fed up, I wouldn't say have this. I'd be like, what else could you have? I wouldn't tell you what to do
Yeah.
because that's the thing. Is like if I then was to tell you, all right, Si, if you for you to have for you, for breakfast, I want you to have, I don't know, like steak every day with mushrooms and grilled onions and a peppercorn sauce. That's not going to happen.
No.
It's not going to happen. Like you might do it one day, but then the day that you wake up late, then it's not going to go. It's not going to happen. You're
Yeah.
just going to revert back to your old ways and your easy ways
Yeah.
because that's what that's what you're used to. Whereas the way that we do it in the Back in Charge Blueprint, and the way that you found out, was that it's the things that you enjoy. Like we keep you as close to your normal as possible,
Yeah.
and then I just interject to be like, well, let's try that. Let's try this instead. Let's just do
Yeah.
some little adjustments,
That's
so
it.
then we can then move you forwards like that.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Absolutely. It's great. It is very like a incremental, and yeah, you get the options and you kind of just support with it, really, don't you? It's just supporting to give give some good options, which is perfect, because you don't feel you're being told, you're being supported to pick one of many nice options, which is great. It's lovely.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Not sure. So, like, what's the goals next? What's the goals? What's the next goals for you in the future?
What have we got? Well, what am I? I'm on 98 kilograms now.
Sorry,
So
by the way, I just want to say, like that's amazing. Like that's like you said, 22 kilos since you first started.
yeah. So
22
it's
kilos. Like
that's it.
that's more. That's about the allowance you get when you go on holiday.
Yeah, see, that's a great point. Yeah. So everyone, imagine your suitcases. That's how much I've lost. So like, it's great. So when I go away, I've more space for more things. Because my clothes are
Yeah,
smaller. So it's I'd like to. I think I'd like to get down to 90 kilograms. What am I? So if we've got stones and pounds, I've lost 3 stone 8, I think it is. So I was pretty much 19. I'd like to get down to 15 stone, 90 kilograms, sort of see which comes first. I think just keep the training. Like I enjoy the challenge of the of the workouts. You know, I'd like to do more in back in charge blueprint 4, maybe up to 5. Just see where I can go with them, because I like the challenge of those. I like doing them back to back. You know, it's I do the cool down and I do the warm up for the next one. Like, I don't know if everyone does it, but I do that. You know, just I think I was crikey, I was chatting to someone the other day. The head teacher, because I do a lot of fundraising stuff for school. We work closely with Acorns, and I was saying about doing, what could I do next year? Because we did like a Santa Dash. So everyone had the Santa hats on in December. We did a big fun day in July, sort of celebrate the Jubilee and did that stuff. And I said, I could do a 24-hour drumathon. And she's like, okay, that's a bit mad. I was like, well, you know, again, learning about what I need to do for that, some training, you know, different things. So that might be something I do, you know, next summer. I just think just keep going. You know, I could get down to 34-inch waist. Go running. There's lots of things out there that I could like to do, but I think that the weight loss and the fitness improvements are really gonna sort of keep me going to where I want to go. I suppose I think the numbers are useful because it's that tangible goal. You know, when you're goal setting, you know, I think it's useful to have that sort of some ideas. I haven't really set a time limit, but again, it's something to look to every time. You know, every time you kind of sort of looking at maybe a goal or a change or something, or people say, "What do you want to do next?" I suppose a weight's quite good, but I suppose I see where it takes me. I've got the 6 weeks holiday to kind of enjoy and do bits and pieces and kind of see where we go. I think if I got to November the 20th this year and I was 90 kilograms, I mean that would be incredible. You know, I would have lost, you know, a quarter of my starting weight. You know, 30 kilograms. That would be incredible. You know, imagine that. So maybe I don't know, check in with me in 4 months' time, see what I weigh. You know, if I was at 90 or around that way, I mean, what an amazing journey that'd be.
That would, wouldn't it? That
Yeah,
really would.
absolutely.
You know, a year down the line, where you at?
Yeah.
You know, but then also just think, right, if you hadn't have done it.
Oh, God knows where I'd be. I dread to think. That's the scary bit, I suppose. If I hadn't have done it, I don't know. I wouldn't be where I am now. Let's be honest. I probably would have reverted to what I'd done before. I might have put on more weight. I don't know. I suppose that's in the cold light of day. Not doing it, you know, that's pretty scary. You know, I could be exactly what I was in November. I could be worse. You know, that's the reality. Not making a change. You're not doing yourself any favors, and you know, 40 overweight, the health problems increase. You know, it's not good, is it? It's. I think, and anyone that watches this or you know, think about that as well. All the good things we've talked about. Actually, don't forget the impact on your health. You know, it's quite scary, and that's I think that's probably the thing that you don't always maybe think about. You think about all the positives and the change in everything, but actually, what if you don't do it? What's going to happen? So that, you know, that's probably. I mean, if that's not encouragement enough to make a change, then I think people really need to have a look at themselves. You got to think about your kind of 10 years, 20 years down the line.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really important. Really, really important.
So say, for example, like there's a guy watching this who's like in his 40s, he's weighing 120 kilos where you started, right?
Yeah.
He's tried things, you know, in the past and nothing's happened, nothing's helped him or anything like that. You know, probably losing a bit of, you know, what's the word? Probably losing a bit of confidence in. Sorry.
Like faith, hope.
Yeah, hope. losing a bit of hope. Like, will I ever lose this weight? You know, oh, maybe I'm just due to, you know, be this size and wait forever. Like, what would you say to them? Sorry, and don't just
I'd
say
say
just do the program, right?
trust the whole process. It's not about, going mad exercising. It's not about having a crash diet. It's about the combination of everything. It's incrementally changing what you do each day, each week, and changing your lifestyle. You know, if you've got underlying mobility conditions, or you might have weak joints, something. There's the diet, there's the mindfulness. If you've got a dietary need, okay, you're not going to be prescribed to eat, steamed broccoli and chicken for dinner every day. It's working with what you've got and making those incremental changes. There is something for everybody. The mindfulness, as we said before, is massive. Getting into that positive mindset and setting small goals and thinking about what could this look like in a week, a month, a year is going to support you with the rest of it. It's a whole package. It's not any one thing. It's everything together with with yourself or Kerrie coaching you in the background, giving you the life skills to make those changes and make those improvements. You know, I weighed myself every week and I lost something every week, whether I exercised or not. There was a couple of weeks where I was ill. I couldn't exercise, but I was like, I'm damning it if I'm not going to eat what I want, what I want to eat within the program. So I did it. We
And we had
lose weight.
Christmas.
Christmas, I didn't put on anything. I managed Christmas because I knew what to do. And it was like, again, it was almost like almost a challenge. Okay, it's Christmas. These could be the things that I could come up against. How do I combat it? This is what you're going to do. And you do it and you feel, oh, yeah, I've met that challenge. I've done that. I've done that. I've done that. Boom. It's January. Haven't put anything on. What's next? It's your program to use how you need to with the support of Adam and Kerrie. It's incremental and it's a whole. It's lifestyle. It's not diet. It's not exercise. It's everything. So and that's what's helped because it is a bit of everything. Everyone comes different shapes and sizes, so the program's tailored for everybody. It's not one size fits everyone. It's for everybody. So if people are worried about or what taking a step, don't be, because from day one you're going to be supported to make those little changes each week to come out with success. And you know what, you guys are very honest with what you post on LinkedIn, on Facebook. You post clients that have gone up, that have gone down, and you show the graph. It goes down over time, but there are weeks where it pops up a bit. But actually, you're not scared to show that, and because over time it does keep going down. You're happy to show testimonies of people that might have had a tough week, but you also show lots and lots. You've had clients that have their diabetes is medications dropped, or they've halved their medication. They feel so much better in work, in life. There's so much out there that people can see what you guys have supported clients to do. People are crazy not to get involved. If anyone says, "Oh, it's just for show," I'll talk to them for an hour if they want me to about the benefits of doing it, because I'm a living proof of what has happened. And I think people would be crazy not to do it. They've got to do it. Why wouldn't you do it? Look how lovely you two are. I mean, crikey, it's the best thing in the world. Why not do it? Come on, it's brilliant.
By the way, everyone, Simon is not on the payroll either.
But like, I've known Adam for a long time, so I know what a wonderful guy is, and I've got to know Kerrie. But actually, you are great people. So you make a friendship. It's not a shallow coaching client. It's a friendship, and you can open up to you guys about everything. I talked to Adam about my family history, about IVF that Joe and I went through, and a lot of it, well, the IVF didn't work. So it's like, okay, you can talk about anything because there's root causes about what can drive a downward spiral into certain things. And actually, Adam and Kerrie can flip it round and you go up. Okay, well, what are we going to do? What can we change? Think about this, think about that. Let's get on board. And it's so much around mindfulness and positive thinking that the kind of diet and exercise comes along as well. It's this amazing package that will change your life as it has changed mine. You know, you've seen the pictures. People have seen the pictures. Come on,
I've seen the pictures, seen that testimonial, and now they're going to be seeing this as well. So, like, thank you so much. Like, you know, like, it is great just catching up with clients just to see how they're getting on. You know, and still implementing the Back in Charge blueprint way of life, and you're doing that. You know, you are back in charge, and that's the key to the program. It's not a 12-week program to get the weight off and then you then got to figure the shit out. So then at the end of it, no, we do that from day one. You know, we figure that out straight away so the weight will not come back on. But the key is that you've got to do the work, and that's what you've done. You've done the work. You know,
absolutely.
Yeah, like, yes, you've had an absolute, you know, your 12 weeks, you was like an absolute steam train and you absolutely smashed it. You know, I'm not saying that everyone is like that, you know, because people aren't.
Yeah.
But for you, like, you just got your head down and you just worked, you know, and you just implemented everything I said. You took action. You know, you took action. You didn't question it. You're like, okay, cool, I'll do it, because you knew that you had to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the key to some, you know, the key to success is that you just was like, okay, cool, I know I need to change, and I'm going to listen to you, and I'm going to do it. So,
that's it, because what I'd done before hadn't worked. Just hadn't, and you know, I'm working with someone that knows infinitely more than I do, so the trust is there straight away, and you do it, and and you know, it's a challenge. I like a bit of a challenge as well. Cold showers, oh my goodness, hated the cold showers, but again, it's a challenge. Can I do it? And then seeing, oh my goodness, seeing Blake, oh yeah, done it for a minute and a half. What? How can you do it for that long? This little 4-year-old, yeah, it's nothing. It's amazing. I was like, oh my goodness. But you know, it's just great. And I enjoyed doing it, and I enjoyed like catching the chat. Like, you know, almost showing off, Adam, look what I've done this week and this and getting the feedback, and it's brilliant. It was the best 12 weeks and it's just carried on. It's amazing. You know, doing a workout and like wringing out my vest or sweating, just great. You know, doing exercises I couldn't do. You know, when I first doing crossbody mountain climbers and my hips are aching, I was like, oh, keep going. Then doing all the other mad ones, the jackknives, ab cycles, doing more and more each time. Just all the different things. It just, you get better at, and you don't. And it's a challenge. It's just great, you know. Crikey, it's been amazing, absolutely amazing. Love it, absolutely love it.
Nice. So I know Kelz has got to jump off because she's got a client soon. But Kelz, have you got anything you'd like to ask Simon or talk to him about just before you jump off?
I don't think I need to ask Simon anymore in terms of his success and how he's found it and what he's achieved. I think really it's just like, you've been really kind and said a lot of nice stuff about us, but you need to recognize the massive success that you've achieved yourself. Because yes, obviously, like, you've had the tools and everything from us, but what you've done is life-changing. And I just think sometimes that we're all guilty of this. We don't give ourselves enough recognition because we're just so involved in, like, what's the next thing, what's the next goal. But just a huge well done. Like, you've literally turned your life around. And Ads and I always say this, like, it's amazing to see you, like, visually, like, how well you look, how bright you look, how energized you look. And, you know, not right now for me, but when you're saying, like, you're doing 2 workouts back to back, you're like, all right, game on, you know, like, it's good. So no, just like, for me, before I go, massive well done, and thank you for jumping on here today.
Pleasure, absolute pleasure. Thank you.
So you take care, and I'll see you all soon.
Cheers, Kerrie.
Bye.
Okay, right. So it's just me and you now, Si. Cool, lads. Right. All right, now we can get down to some proper chat. All right, so sorry, look, we're gonna wrap it up soon, but like, let's just have a chat. Like, what's? Oh, hang on. Kelz is she forgot to ask something.
Oh,
She wants to ask you one last question.
How has it improved yours and Joe's relationship?
Oh, it's a good question. It's a great question. I don't know if you heard that, but I'll just say it again. How has you being in the Back in Charge blueprint? How has that impacted your relationship with Joe?
I think initially she was sort of, I think she was a bit like, how's he going to get on? And she's seen, you know, what's happened, and she's so proud of me. You know, I think it's just made us stronger. She's seen, especially she's seen how I've eaten. Joe was out of work for 2 years because she got long COVID and had left work, and she's been in a tough place, but she's back working, and she's been eating as I have. She's been losing weight, so she feels really positive about it, and she can see the benefits that I've gained, and she loves it. She's really proud of me, and I can't. The best praise comes from the person you love the most, I suppose. So it's great, and it's kind of if strengthened us. She really supports me with what I'm doing, and I can't ask any more of that. And um, she joins me in what we have. It's not like we're cooking two dinners. We have the same stuff because she supports me in what we're doing. She likes it as well. So it's great. It's been so positive that it's brilliant, amazing, love it.
Nice. It's all positives. All positives.
Absolutely, absolutely. Even the smelly kit she doesn't on. It doesn't. I'll make sure I wash it, but it's just great all round.
Just thinking it. Cool. But that's the thing, right? Like you said about how Joe had, she had long COVID. She was struggling. Like a little bit of depression and about it all, didn't she? You were saying that she was feeling down about a lot of things. Not being out of work and all of that. But you've done the right thing. As I was talking to my clients about this the other day, is that you've got to put yourself first. It's like the most important in your life is Joe.
Yeah.
Right. So you would do anything for her.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? Right.
Absolutely.
But the fact is that you can't put her first. You can't put her first and you second. You've got to put you first. You've got to do the work on you. So then you can then be the best version of yourself to then help support her.
Absolutely.
And that's what you did. Yeah. Because think about it, right? Think about it. You were 120 kilos, like your energy was down, your focus was down, you was aching walking up the stairs. How could you have been in a strong position to support her mentally, physically, emotionally if you weren't even strong enough for yourself?
Absolutely. Yeah. You can't be, can you? And you've got to, you have to, you've got to look after, people say you've got to look after number one. Well, you have to.
Well, yeah, because if you can't do it, Joe's not going to be able to do it because she's struggling herself. So you've got to put yourself first, so then you can then be the best version for Joe.
Absolutely.
And you did it, and that is what I absolutely love about you is that you did that. Because on that initial call, you were like, "Oh, but Joe's, feeling like this," and that was one of the thoughts in your head of why you should do it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But then you were then like, "No, Si, come on, you got to pull your socks up, and let's do this." And that's what you did. Yeah. And now look, like
great.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh mate, I'm buzzing for you. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of you for doing the work.
Thanks,
really,
mate.
really am. Because it is hard for people to do. It is hard, but you are proof that you can do it.
Yeah. Trust the process. Trust the process. It is a process. It's a lifestyle change, but trust it, and it works. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Nice. So like we're gonna finish up here now. So before we go, like what's happening this year? Like, have you got anything exciting on the books? Like anything exciting planned for this year?
Well, I'm trying to think. We've got a couple of weddings coming up this year. we're 6 weeks summer holiday, so we're just having we're going away for a week or so to the
Where you
coast. We're just heading down to Somerset, down to Western.
Nice.
Go down to Essex to see my family because it's my birthday and Joe's birthday in August. We've got some big holidays next summer, so we're sort of running a bit quieter this year. A bit of decorating in the house, just kind of a bit of unwind. Just to kind of, it's been a busy year, so just kind of unwind a bit this summer and just see where it goes. We're talking about going away at Christmas, maybe. Just sort of see where it goes, but it's exciting. We've got exciting to look forward to what can happen, and then say next summer go away with my friends because we're supposed to go away when we're 40, but we're about 2 years delayed, so that's exciting. So lots of good times ahead. So it's good stuff. Gigs with the band, so that's nice to look forward to. So it's all
Touring.
good. Yeah, it's all good.
On tour, nice one, Si. Honestly, good. Just again, like we said, think about what you're going to be feeling like on holiday next year,
Absolutely.
and then just keep working towards that as well. So, honestly, Si, absolute pleasure to have you on and to talk about what you've done because it's been amazing.
Yeah,
Is it 49 pounds you've lost since November?
it's a lot, isn't it?
49 pounds.
I've got to go and buy new work clothes.
I will.
It's mad.
That's it. So at least it's not a new boiler. You're
There
worried
you
about
go.
that.
Yes,
There you go. Yeah, cool. So look, guys, next week we are joined by Mr. Graham Duncan, who he himself is actually in the Back in Charge Blueprint at the moment, and we're just going to be discussing about his time in the program and what it's actually like in the program. Whereas Simon today, we talk about his experience and how he's been able to manage to keep the weight off and lose more weight post program as well. So Si, like I said, absolute pleasure having you on. And again, if anyone's got any questions for Simon, please just put them in the comments. And Si, if it's cool, if anyone comments, if you'll be willing just to chat to them,
Absolutely.
please just. I know that you are, but please ask as many questions as you want to Simon. If you are intrigued about the Back in Charge Blueprint, send myself or Kerrie a message, or even send Simon a message, and we'll do our best to help you and answer your questions. So again, everyone, hope you've had a great day. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you all very, very soon.